From here we have an amazing view of the Bibi-Khanym Mosque. Literally, she offered me for free to try it. The moral of the story is that don't fall in love with the king's wife.
Hello, welcome to Samarkand. Samarkand is one of the most beautiful cities in Central Asia, which is why it's often called the jewel of the Silk Road. For centuries, it has been at the crossroads of culture, full of history and stunning architecture. Beyond these famous landmarks is the living city with busy streets, colorful markets, and a daily rhythm shaped by its past. After visiting Khiva and Bukhara, I can honestly say Samarkand has been our favorite so far. In the previous video, we covered the best places to stay in Samarkand. You will find the links in the description of this video too. And we visited the Gur Amir Timur, the resting place of Amir Timur, the ruler who made Samarkand his capital and set out to make it the most beautiful city in the world. We also explored the impressive Registan Square, the main attraction in the city. This square was the place traders, scholars, and travelers on the Silk Road used to meet and gather. And in a very rare event, we were allowed to climb one of its minarets, something not many people get to do.
We have a great view here.
If you missed that, make sure to watch part 1 after this video. But in this video, we will continue exploring Samarkand and will show you the best things to do and see in this incredible city.
Bibi-Khanym Mosque is another main attraction here in Samarkand, and right now we are at the entrance. We look at it and it's huge. It's so hard to just put it in one frame without the wide lens, and actually when I'm looking at that, I have to look up to see the whole thing.
The Bibi-Khanym Mosque was one of the largest mosques in the Islamic world when it was built. It could hold up to 10,000 worshippers at once. It was constructed on a massive scale with the main dome reaching about 40 meters high and the grand entrance arch even taller. Much of it was damaged over the centuries by earthquakes and Russian attacks. In recent decades, restoration have helped bring back some of its former glory.
Bibi-Khanym Mosque is one of the largest mosques in Central Asia, and it has a very interesting story. Some people believe that Timur built this mosque and named it after his wife, but some others they believe that when Timur was away, Bibi-Khanym, his wife, actually wanted to surprise him, so she ordered to build the whole mosque. But the architect fell in love with Bibi-Khanym, so he refused to finish the mosque unless Bibi-Khanym gave him a kiss, and she did. Of course, Timur was not happy with this event and he ordered to kill him. The moral of the story is that don't fall in love with the king's wife. Just in front of the mosque, you will find the Mausoleum of Bibi-Khanym, where she is buried.
It's widely believed that this is her final resting place, but some historians still debate that.
Right next to the Bibi-Khanym, you can find the main bazaar, which is Siab Bazaar in Samarkand, and they sell everything. And while you are walking in the bazaar, you will be approached by many guys that they have money in their hand and they ask if you want to exchange money. I think this is how it works here, and if you have some cash, dollars, euros, you can exchange here. I don't see any offices of exchange, but I think they're just random people. I don't know, it's legal, illegal, I don't know.
people have been trading here for centuries. Back in the Silk Road days, this was a busy stop for merchants bringing goods from China, Persia, and beyond. Even today it's full of life. You will find fresh bread straight from a clay oven, mountains of dry fruit and nuts, colourful spices, and all kinds of local sweets.
In Uzbekistan, Samarkand tea is very important, and usually they drink green tea, black tea, and also fruit tea. And we can see, if you want, you can buy tea in this bazaar, or even like dry fruit. Dry fruit is a big thing in this region, not just in Uzbekistan but in Central Asia.
Uzbek saying.
While you're working in the bazaar, they offer you some nuts or food to try. And actually, I don't know what was this nut that I tried. It's very fatty. It tastes good. I'm originally from Iran.
تو از ایران هستی؟
بله.
از زبان تاجیک بهتون صحبت کنی؟
تاجیک میتونم صحبت.
خیلی قشنگه. من فکر کردم که زبان تاجیکی نمیدونم. منم فارسی زبان هستم.
Merci. In Samarkand in general, a lot of people speak Farsi and Tajik they call it. So I can communicate easier with them. I mean, for me it's a bit harder to understand them. They use different words than Farsi in Iran, but somehow we can communicate with each other, which is easier because a lot of them don't know English. And this is halwa.
Pistachio, very good. Cranberry.
And halwa is another souvenir from Uzbekistan, and literally she offered me for free to try it. It tastes so sweet. This is actually the ripe fruit, and we have it in Iran too, and we call it lavashak. So I'm going to buy that. Like, it's a paper of dried fruit. Oh my god, the strawberries here look so good, so red. And actually, while you're walking, you smell that.
It's one of the best places to experience everyday life in Samarkand.
This is the first mosque was built in Central Asia, and it dates back to more than 700 years ago.
Hazrat Khizr Mosque is just a short walk from the bazaar. The original building dates back to the 7th century, though it's been rebuilt several times over the years. Hazrat Khizr is an important figure in Islam and also appears in other religions, including Christianity and Judaism, as well as in local legends, often linked with wisdom and guiding travelers. This place is also the resting place of Islam Karimov, the first president of independent Uzbekistan.
From here we have an amazing view of the Bibi-Khanym Mosque, and actually when you're close to the mosque you can't see anything. You can just see the entrance, but from here we can see the mausoleum and the whole mosque. Samarkand is very beautiful and green. There are a lot of parks, trees, so it makes the city a bit like cooler, I mean temperature wise, so it's easier to walk around.
Shah-i-Zinda is one of the most beautiful and important sites in Samarkand. The name means the living king, and is actually a long avenue of mausoleums built over many centuries. It is a sacred place for locals because it's believed to be the burial site of Qutam ibn Abbas, a cousin of the Prophet Muhammad, who brought Islam to this region in the 7th century. According to legend, he was beheaded here by invaders, but instead of dying, he picked up his head and disappeared into a tunnel that led to paradise. Many people believe he's still alive, and that's why he's called the living king. Walking through here feels like stepping back in time. Every doorway and wall is covered in blue and turquoise tiles, each with its own unique patterns. Many of these tombs belong to members of Amir Timur's family and his closest nobles. If you plan to visit, it's best to come early in the morning or later in the afternoon to avoid the crowds and the heat. And remember to dress modestly, as it is still an active religious site.
When you want to visit the attractions in Samarkand, you should keep in mind that not all of the attractions are in the center. They're spread around the city, so sometimes you need to take a taxi to go walking. It's possible, but it takes time, like for example 1 hour walk, 30 minutes walk. The best easy way to take a taxi is to download the Yandex app, which works as Uber here, and you can take a taxi, and if you don't want to pay by card, you can also pay by cash. Ulugh Beg Observatory is kind of far from all the attractions, so to get here you need a taxi. Ulugh Beg was a sultan, which means a leader in Samarkand, but he was so interested in science, and that's why he built up this observatory. And he is mostly known as an astronomer and mathematician rather than a good leader.
The main feature here is this giant sextant, which he used to measure the position of the planets and stars. His work was so advanced that his astronomical tables were still used in Europe centuries later.
Here in Samarkand, we feel extremely safe. Like, we are not worried about our bags, our phone, our cameras, and people are very chill and it's very clean. And actually, we feel much safer than many European cities. Like, everything is clean, everything is chill, and people are so friendly. They approach us very politely, and they usually ask if they can take a photo with us or not. Not a lot, but some people do, and they are very respectful.
Samarkand isn't just about history and monuments. It's a lively modern city. It's worth taking time to walk around, try different cafes and restaurants, and chat with locals.
Since Samarkand doesn't have an old town, basically you can eat where locals eat, and there are a lot of modern restaurants and cafes. And literally we came to one of them and we're having cappuccino and some sweet.
We couldn't leave Samarkand without one last visit to Registan Square. In the evening, this place really comes to life. Locals and visitors gather here to enjoy the cooler air, take photos, and just soak in the atmosphere.
This is our yurt number 6. The cows didn't like us to go, so